What's up, my demons? It's Red Demon here. We're here for part 2 of What If Naruto and Uchiha. I'm sorry for the background noise. Yeah, I know. A little bit of crying. I had promised y'all I'd get out to y'all this Friday, so I said, fine, let me just get it out. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty tired. So, just not talk about it and get into the video. Yeah, part 2. Also, I'm not doing no backtrack. Yeah. So if you wanna go watch part 1 just to see where we're at, yeah. Also, I'm starting off in a 2-week time skip because Naruto passed out. So yeah, 2-week time skip since then. So I gotta say, my demons, let's get into the video.
Naruto, お前は俺よりいい目を持っている。サスケは今闇の中にいる。
As we see Naruto on a couch, we see Shisui and Haku standing over Naruto. As they say, he been passed out for a whole 2 weeks. I think it's time to take him to a hospital. As Shisui says, there's no point. If anything happened, the beast will heal him. As Haku says, stop referring to the beast. If he was a beast, he'll never become the Genjutsu. As Shisui said, I'm not referring as Naruto as a beast. I'm talking about that demon fox. As Haku said, Shisui, you talk about this. Even though you love Naruto, you have to accept demon that's inside of him. The Nine Tails. If not, your hatred will grow for Naruto and the beast. As Shisui said, I don't blame Naruto for what happened. I just blame the beast for everything. As Haku said, Shisui, let it go. As Shisui said, it's fine, I'll let it go, but I can't wait till Naruto beat the crap out of that beast to show him who needs his power. As Haku said, but doesn't Naruto already have the power? As Shisui said, I don't believe that the Nine Tails full power. As Haku said, you sure? As Shisui said, yes. Remember, he can only use 7. He go to 9. And that's probably not in the full master form. But we'll see in the future. As then they see slight movement. As this has not happened not one time during the 2 weeks. It's been a still cold dead body for Naruto. But then he finally keep movement. As Haku said, Shisui, he's waking up. He said, okay. What are we gonna tell him about the Genjutsu? Tell him that he had a bad dream. Bad dream in 2 weeks. So tell him that we knocked him out. And he says, fine. He had a bad dream. He woke up, we knocked him out. Good, okay. Come on. Let's go. As then Shisui said, Naruto, wake up, Naruto. As then Naruto's eyes popped open with the Makeki Sharingan still activated. As he said, Naruto, what happened to your eyes? As Naruto said, my eyes? What do you mean, my eyes? He says, you have the Makeki Sharingan. And then he said, Makeki, Grandma, I'm still against you too? As Grandma said, no, okay, you're not. As then they both were shocked. He knew? He said, who put me in the Genjutsu? Did I kill him? As then Shisui said, yes, Naruto, he's dead. We had to kill him, but his body is already gone. Naruto said, what do you mean his body already gone? It's been 2 weeks, Naruto. As Naruto said, 2 weeks? Wait, I took us to Ino that As then Shui said, "Who's Ino?" As then he got all flustered. As Naruto said, she's no one. As Naruto said, "Ooh, Naruto got a girlfriend." As he says, "No, I don't." As then Naruto went to his room. As soon as he went to his room, he dropped the entire act. As then he started crying. Tears went down his eyes. As he makes sure the door is locked, he says, "Wow, they really didn't tell me. Why won't they tell me the truth? Why won't they tell me that Jishri Pomone Genjutsu?" As Kurama said, "Naruto, we have to trust them." As he says, "Trust them? What do you mean trust them? They can't even tell me a simple truth." And then Naruto said, "Just keep up the Kurama said, "Naruto, just keep up the act. Make them think that things were wrong. Make them think that the world is trying to betray them. Make them think that you're still the same kid." As Naruto said, "Fine. Whatever you say, Kurama." As Naruto went to the back of his closet, as he seen a Uchiha Uzumaki sweater. It was pitch black with a hoodie. As he zipped it up all the way, put the hoodie on, and put on some black sweatpants jeans. He said, "Well, let me grab my sword." As he put his sword holder on. As then he put his katana inside of it. He said, "I have to go to school and explain to Ino what happened. Maybe you should believe me too." As then Naruto walks out. As he walks to school, as when he gets there, he asks, "God, have y'all seen Ino?" As then a pink-haired banshee, a fat, oversized, I don't mean, as Choji Amaniki says, "Sorry, Naruto, I haven't seen Choji. Sorry, Naruto, we haven't seen Ino. She stopped coming after the first week you was gone." After the first week, where is she? As she said, "Okay, guys, I'll be right back." As Shikamaru said, "Naruto, you can't miss no more school." He said, "Well, Shikamaru, I gotta see what's wrong with Ino." As Shikamaru said, "Naruto, let me come with you." As Naruto said, "Nah, I'll go. I got it." As then he starts running. He runs to Ino house. But when he gets there, the whole mood changed. Kurama sensed the fear, anger, and sadness coming from the house. As you know, Kurama's special ability when he gives Naruto is he can sense emotions. But Naruto have not able to figure it out yet, so Kurama told him, "Naruto, I can't sense nothing but bad vibes in this house. Something is wrong. It's very wrong." As then Naruto ran to the door. As he opens it, as then someone screamed, "Get back! Please! I don't want any more! Please!" As then we see two dead bodies on the ground and Ino chained up. As then Naruto said, "What's wrong? What happened here?" As then said, "Naruto, run! Get out of here! You can't beat him!" As Naruto said, "I can't beat who?" As then a man walked out with a cane. He had bandages on his arm, but not one on his face. As he walked out, he says, "Well, well, well, the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. I seen you finally came. It took you long enough to find out." As the first man said, "Well, I am, as you should know, for your brother, Danzo Shikamaki. And I'm somewhat of the second leader of the village." As then Naruto said, "I don't care for who you are. What have you done to Ino?" As he says, "Well, Naruto, There's something about this Ino girl. What do you mean something about her? I don't think her father is who her mother said her father is. And then he asks, what do you mean? Well, I sense something very strong within this girl. Nothing like Jinjuriki or hidden bloodline. Just complete strength. But no Yamanaka had ever gave me this fear of being around her. So she got dangerous to the village. And I gotta get her out of here. As I just said, if you had to get her out of here, why didn't you kill her already? Well, I wanted to deal with two problems at once, and I know your in a relationship is different than others. As Naruto said, what do you mean different from others? Well, I know that you're strong and will do anything for Ino. And I think you have to bring me your brother eyes if you want Ino to survive. As Naruto said, do you really think I can get my brother eyes? As Naruto said, well, that's not really my problem, Naruto. That's your problem to figure out how to get your brother eyes. I'll make it happen or Ino's dead. As Naruto started laughing, he said, yo, this old man really think he's strong. And then the whole thing dropped. The atmosphere changed as he said, well, let me show you what actually happens when I get angry. As then Naruto started to unzip his jacket. And when he unzipped it, you can see the red chakra from his skin slowly coming out as a red cloak come above him. Not like the one tail cloak, or the 3, or the 4. This cloak is different. It was slightly strange. As Kurama said, Naruto, it's time you fully use my power. As Naruto said, how long can I stay before my body gives out? You can stay for 15 minutes, but your body will give out in 30. He said, well, for 15 minutes of no pain, 15 minutes with pain, and then I pass out. I only need 15 as the form fully activates as it turns very dark. It's pretty much KCM1, but instead of gold and black, it's red and black. More of demon power because Uchiha, it keeps the vibe. So yeah, and then he said, well, let's get started. As Naruto said, I don't know my powers yet, but I better have better eyesight. As then he activates his Makikyo Sharingan, pulling out his katana. He says, let's get started. What was your name again? As Danzo sword, as his Danzo sword came out the hand, the cane, as he says, Danzo. He said, Danzo, get ready to die. As they try at each other, swords clashing. As the Naruto said, okay, I'm done playing now. Let's get serious. As then Naruto disappeared. Reappeared with a sword inside Danzo's heart. As Danzo said, how? How? As Naruto said, well, Danzo, let me tell you what actually happened. Ever since I came in this house and I seen you, you've been under a genjutsu. So the sword is not really in you right now. But what really happened is me and Ino are no longer in the house. And Lord Third is there. He's meditating on the ground. So once I went to genjutsu, you might want to get ready to fight. As then he says, Lord Third. You mean Sarutobi? The man is weak. He lost all his dignity when he became a Kage. As then he realized the Genjutsu been dropped. As then Saratobi heard this. Well. I guess I lost all my identity. But I'm gonna tell you why I didn't lose, Danzo. My strength. As then Danzo was seen seconds later underground, beaten and killed. As then he went back to his office as he sees Ino still shaking there, shaking in fear. As Naruto was holding her. As Naruto asked Saratobi, Lord Third, where is that old man? Oh, you mean Danzo? Oh, he's deceased. As Naruto said, what happened to him? He used to be so kind. When I was younger, he always used to be there. Ever since I got adopted by Hishui, he's been colder and colder towards me. Maybe, just maybe, he made it happen. Maybe he initiated it. As then, for a slight second, you can see the pain on Saratobi's face when Naruto looked at him. As then, it went back to his cold demeanor. As he says, Naruto, I leave you responsible for this girl. She won't let go of you. She's your responsibility. She die, you die. Because that is a clean head. The last one left. If she's in your hands, don't fail me, Naruto. As Naruto says, hi, Okage-sama. As then, they walk home. As Naruto said, I know you don't want to go back to the house, but we can't go to my house right now. It's a little different. And Ino said, what do you mean, a little different? We'll talk about it later, but first, let's get you cleaned up. You have dry blood all over you. She said, yeah, I might need some new clothes. As then we do a 2-year time skip. Yes, they're gonna be 15 in this version because I want to do more things for this series, but I can't leave them at 13-year-olds on their first mission, okay? So they're still getting just that they're gonna be 15 instead of 13. No, it was 12 actually. Yeah, it was 12. So instead of 12, they're gonna be 15. So, it keeps it more older and adultish. So yeah. As then we see a 15-year-old Naruto walk through. He grew his hair a little longer. And he adopted more of his father's style. With the 2 strands coming out and the rest spiky. As all the girls in the run of Naruto. But Naruto only talks to one girl. The one girl he was sworn to protect. Ino Yamanaka. And don't get me wrong, Ino had a huge glow up too. Not just in beauty, but in strength. Over the past 2 years, she was trained by Haku Hyuga. As Naruto asked him to. Even though Naruto don't respect him anymore, he knows he has to keep the image up that he still loved them. Even though Naruto lost all her feelings for them when they lied to him about Shisui putting him on the Genjutsu. So, she has more control over her chakra. She knows how the Cyclone Jutsu, so she can use the Cyclone Jutsu and then pass out from the Cyclone and still make control of her full body. So yeah, a little hack with the Cyclone. Then also, she's also good with a sword and hand-to-hand combat, just like Naruto. Yeah, so, and she looks exactly like she look in the picture, so yeah. And guys, that's what I'm gonna leave it at. So I'm gonna leave it off at exactly where the times could happen. You might hate me, but I had to make a quick video, and this is a quick video, so yeah. And it's 19 minutes long, so leave it right there. We lift it up, we're gonna leave it off at where Naruto walks back into the classroom, looks older, looks way more popular. Yeah. You might hate me, but cliffhangers are the best thing about YouTube. So, part 3 will be out on Sunday. Might do a double uploads because I missed Friday. I'm sorry. But yeah. I'll see y'all next time.